Hello everybody, Kenneth Hollins here with HollinsMusic.com. Thank you for taking a few minutes and watching this video. Now what I have for you today is something that I love to do when I am playing minor 7 flat 5 chords. For example, if I'm in the key of A flat major and I play this chord right here. Okay, this is B flat minor 7 flat 5. And this is a chord that you hear quite a bit, especially when you're doing this standard progression. Okay, and we do that a lot in gospel music and gospel piano. If I was in a different key, okay, another key. Different key. Okay, so that's a real standard progression in gospel music, and a lot of times it starts with the minor 7 flat 5 chord. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the key of A flat, and in the key of A flat it would be B flat minor 7 flat 5. Now what I want to show you is how you can use what's called the LOCRIAN scale or the 7th mode over that particular chord. Okay, and what it is simply the 7th mode of the major scale, and I'm going to go to the key of C to explain what I mean by that. So if I'm in the key of C, of course this is the major scale, okay? And so this would be what we call the first mode or the parent scale. And then if I were to play the same notes of the C major scale except start on D, we would call this the second mode. And it's also called the Dorian scale. If we keep moving, this is called the third mode or the Phrygian scale. We keep moving. Okay, fourth mode is also called the Lydian scale. Fifth mode, and it's called the Mixolydian scale. Okay, this is the sixth mode, and it's called the Aeolian scale. And then finally, okay, this is the 7th mode, and it is also called the LOCRIAN scale. So this is the scale that I'm going to focus on, the 7th mode of the major scale that I just played. Now, I'm going to demonstrate what you can do with the LOCRIAN scale, and then break it down how I came up with it. Okay. So let's go back to the key of A flat, and say for example I'm playing, okay, that's the progression that I'm doing, but I want to do something on this first chord right here, the B flat minor 7 flat 5. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a lick out of this LOCRIAN scale so you can hear what you really can do with it. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me do it again. Alright, so this lick that I just did, I completely pulled it from the LOCRIAN scale, and then I resolved it. Okay, you can even kind of jazz it up a little bit. Okay, now let me break down for you what I'm doing. E flat, D flat, A flat, E natural. That's how we start off, and then we keep moving. Then E flat, D flat. Then G flat or F sharp. like that. F sharp, E, E flat, then A flat, E flat, D flat, and then we resolve on the C. So slowly. Again. Okay, and so again, as opposed to the standard. Okay, now I have an alternative. Okay, and so I go from the B flat minor 7 flat 5 on the 2 straight to the A flat major over E flat from the 2 to the 5. Okay, and that's something that you can do. It's real simple, and I pulled it from the LOCRIAN scale. Let me show you how. Now remember, the LOCRIAN scale is also the 7th mode. So what we have to do is figure out, if I'm playing a minor 7 flat 5 chord, I can always use the LOCRIAN scale over that type of chord. Okay, minor 7 flat 5. And what I have to ask myself is, what key would B flat minor 7 flat 5 be the 7th tone in? Okay, I don't want to confuse anybody. In other words, you ask yourself, if I was playing a major scale, what major scale would B flat end up being the 7th tone? Okay, that's what you do. And so, just for the sake of time, I know that that's B natural. Okay, so let's play the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so B flat is my 7th tone. So now I know that what I want to play are the notes of a B major scale, only starting on B flat, but it's the same notes of B major. Okay, and this would be B flat LOCRIAN, or the 7th mode of B natural, which goes perfectly with this B flat minor 7 flat 5, which again, it would sound like this. Okay, now if you get good or pretty fluent with your major scales, you can start to do things like this. Okay, you can start to create licks like I did. Things like this. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, so it's a lot of different things that you can do with that LOCRIAN scale. You also can start to change it up a little bit. Instead of B flat minor 7 flat 5, we also can alter this a little bit and do more of a C dominant 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, and okay, same basic notes, but now we have a different chord, but we can still use okay. All right, so that's the LOCRIAN scale. Really great scale to use. I would encourage you to explore that, to experiment with it. It is the 7th tone of the major scale, and it works very well over a minor 7 flat 5 chord. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that's something that you can incorporate into your playing, and if you enjoyed that, please give it a thumbs up. Make a comment. Also, if you have not done so, please subscribe to this channel, And you always can go to my website, which is hollandsmusic.com. I have several videos for beginners, intermediate, and advanced players for piano and organ. I'm sure you're going to find something that's going to really help you. hollandsmusic.com. You also can subscribe on the website for free lessons that we will send to you from time to time as well. Okay, so again, thank you so much for taking this time and viewing this video. And always remember, HMPI, we're serving gospel musicians all over the world.